Daniel Lissing, known to many for his role in When Calls the Heart, has shared a deeply personal story, one that reaches far beyond the lights of Hollywood. In a moving tribute, the Australian-born actor has opened up about the incredible life of his grandmother, Rebecca Lissing, a Holocaust survivor who went through unthinkable hardship but managed to rebuild a life of love and hope in a new country. At just 22 years old, Rebecca was freed from Auschwitz, a place where she had suffered extreme physical and emotional pain. She weighed only 35 kilograms and believed that everyone she loved had died. She was sent to a hospital in the Netherlands, where she lay weak and barely alive. Her grandson, Daniel Lissing, now 43, is determined to keep her memory alive. He shares her story to help people understand the horrors of the Holocaust and the importance of remembering what happened so that history does not repeat itself.
"My grandmother was my hero," he said. "The things she went through, they were just kids when it all began.
My grandparents were 18 and 21 when the war started." Rebecca met and married Herman Lissing in 1942, while living in Nazi-occupied Holland. But their time together was short-lived. In early 1944, Rebecca was taken to Auschwitz after being captured while hiding. Herman was also captured and moved between 3 different concentration camps. Rebecca was told Herman had died of illness, and she lost all hope. But even during the terrifying Death March, when prisoners were forced to walk through freezing snow in early 1945, something inside her held on. Eventually, she was moved between camps until she was finally freed in May 1945. She was suffering from typhus and weighed just 33 kilograms. Emotionally and physically, she was broken. Herman, who had survived the camps too, began searching everywhere for Rebecca. He checked hospitals and Red Cross stations across Europe, not knowing if she was alive. Against all odds, he found her, lying weak and close to death in a hospice near Amsterdam.
"When they saw each other again, that gave her the will to live," Daniel said. "She had given up, but seeing him brought hope back into her heart." With Herman's care and support, Rebecca slowly recovered. She spent months regaining her strength before they returned to Holland. But home was no longer the same. Nearly everyone they had once known was gone, victims of the Holocaust. Daniel revealed that their family had lost 82 members, including 60 in Auschwitz. Surrounded by grief, Herman and Rebecca decided to start over. Though they first considered moving to the United States, a friend mentioned Australia. Herman looked it up in a book and read about beaches and kangaroos. It sounded like a peaceful place, far away from the past. Herman traveled to Australia first, worked hard, and saved enough money to bring Rebecca and their young son, Martin. By 1950, they had opened a small delicatessen in Double Bay, Sydney, and began their new life. Over time, the Lissing family gave back to their new home. Jerry, Rebecca's son, served in the Royal Australian Navy. Later, Daniel's cousin would serve in the Australian Army. Today, Jerry helps lead the National Holocaust and Education Centre in Canberra, sharing his parents' story with future generations. Rebecca could have become bitter after everything she had experienced, but Daniel remembers her differently. "She had every reason to be angry, but she wasn't," he said. "She chose kindness. She taught about understanding and never let hate fill her heart."
Even after losing almost everything, Rebecca lived with warmth and strength. She became a symbol of survival, not just for her family, but for everyone who heard her story. Millions of lives were lost during the Holocaust. Whole family trees cut short. Daniel Lissing knows his grandmother's survival was a miracle, and he believes it's important to speak about it, especially today, to remind the world of what can happen when hate is allowed to grow. His story isn't just one of tragedy, it's one of strength, of holding on to love in the darkest moments, and of building something beautiful from the ashes of pain. Through her grandson's voice, Rebecca Lissing's memory lives on as a message of hope, courage, and the power of choosing love over hate.